Hey, what's up, people? How's it going? Today is February 19th, 2023, Sunday. And I'm going to be talking about the Grand Army Plaza, when I used to ride on the 4 trains. Down on the Grand Army Plaza. Throughout my videos, I've mentioned Grand Army Plaza. A lot of people have asked me, and oh wow, they never knew about it. Some people say they even lived right around that area and never knew about it. And like it was some big secret or something like that. And no, I'll show you, or I'll explain to you how I came about knowing that this place existed. First, I want to mention Revs. I got that book in the mail. I actually got it a couple of weeks ago, and I forgot to mention it, and now I was just tidying up a little, and I was like, oh yeah, let me talk about it. It's right here. Yeah, I ripped off the top part, but I really didn't look through it yet. Figure we'll look at the book. Not too much, but you know. See, I don't really collect books. Hell, I don't even really collect much art, like graffiti art and stuff like that. Comic books I have a bunch of, and I don't know, I'm just, like, I don't do that no more. So, anyway, here's the book. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'm thinking maybe I'll figure out something to do with it. It's pretty cool, right? It says 2RD. Kill yourself. It's about time you tried. Ron Rancid. Yeah, it's a pretty cool looking book. I don't want to ruin it and go open it. I want to keep the binder nice or something. I don't know. I'll figure out something to do with it. I'm not going to sell it or anything. Maybe I'll give it away to someone. Make it like a little prize or something like that for you guys on here. Like a certain, maybe a pop quiz or something like that. Or yeah, I'll figure out what to do with it. I just need some time. It's a very nice book, and thank you to those guys. I do remember a while ago someone asking me about writing down a story or telling them something with photographs or something. I actually know who the involvement was, but yeah, that's cool. I don't know. So yeah, there's that book. And like I said, maybe I'll do something like a certain amount of subscribers or something like that, or maybe I'll post it and someone gives me a good comment why I should give it to them or something like that. But yeah, I'm not going to sell it or anything. I realized that I've seen actually with my own eyes when the book came out that people were selling it or some shit like that, and it seemed like Revs and him uptight. He's like anti-establishment and shit, and it'd be kind of foul or fucked up if I turned around and sold it or something. So I'm going to give it away or something like that. But of course, I guess I'll gain subscribers or something like that. I'll think of something. Don't worry about people. All right, you got that. Now, oh, here's another funny one. A friend of mine just messaged me, I think last night. Yeah, he was walking by and he saw these guys writing graffiti. He was going up to them, hey, you know, this, that. And he actually wrote graffiti at one point in his life. I don't want to blow his spot up on him. But he says, yeah, it was Toaster and Xavier. Yeah. So he bumped into him and they ran away like crazy. Yeah. Yeah, it was last night. Funny shit. And what else is there? There's something else I'm forgetting. Oh, yeah, now with my buy me a coffee thing, I got enough money for a laptop. So I am going to go out and buy a laptop. My son is going to go with me, and we're going to pick out a laptop that's good for this YouTube stuff, so I can start doing that shit. I'll go live every night with you motherfuckers. I'll be like, all right, good night, John boy. Remember that? Like the Waltons and shit. Yeah, if I got a laptop and I could go live. Because right now I really am sitting here in front of a camera. Then I got to give my camera to my son. He downloads it on the computer, this, that, and then we got to put it on YouTube. It takes hours. But I can actually go live and answer questions. If anyone wants to contradict anything I ever say or anything like that, or they have a different version or something like that, or they want me to clear up something that's happened, yeah, we'll do that shit one-on-one. I can even get you guys to come on. Like split screens and shit. Yeah, I know my man MR, he's been asking. Yeah, Mr. Wonderful. Yeah, I haven't seen him in maybe 30 years. Something like that. Yeah, a long time, since the 80s. Yeah, a bunch of people out there. We're going to do that shit, man. Anyway, let me get to Grand Army Plaza layout. First, let me break down to you that it's... they pull the trains in during the week, during the work week. Monday to Fridays is when I would go. And they would normally pull them in around maybe 7:30, 8. Nah, they'd start pulling in about 10. But what happens is they pull trains on the line because of rush hour. You got a lot of people going to work and kids going to school, so they need more trains during the peak hours, rush hour, like early in the morning and in the evening time when people are going home and stuff like that. So they would throw more trains on the line. Now, around 10 o'clock, I'd even say 9:30, they'd start pulling them in with the lights on and shit. Like the first set would probably get in there about 9:30. About 9:30, 10 o'clock, by 11 they're done. They park trains down under this place I'm talking about. And then probably at about 2:30, 3 o'clock, they start pulling out from the front end. So yeah, you have a couple hours to write graffiti on them. And this is during the daytime, when everyone's going to school, and everyone's going to work, and everyone's coming home from work. In between, when they pull them trains off, it's because they don't need so many trains on the line. The rush hour comes down a little bit. They pull them in, and it's a lot of fucking trains. That shit used to be like fucking when I used to go up to Zariga and all that shit. Yeah, like Middletown Road, all that shit up at the Sixes. Yeah, it was big as that, even bigger. Yeah, like into D's also uptown in the Bronx in the winter, like that. Yeah, or the winter layups. Yo, you could get. Yeah, we've actually. I don't actually remember hitting every single car in that fucking place. For real. It's like, I remember hitting about 8 sets, 7 sets, 6 sets. I go through 2 cans of Marsh ink in that motherfucker. Yeah, that'd be about 7 sets. 8 sets maybe, and there'd still be more trains to go. Yeah, there's that many fucking trains they pull down there. A lot. And it had a catwalk. As a matter of fact, the first time I ever met Cope 2 was me and Lace. We did top to bottoms down in that place. I remember it like it was yesterday. We had the big, no, it wasn't the big silvers. I don't even think them things came out yet. 357 wasn't even around yet. This is like 1984. Yeah, because 357 was like 85. So yeah, 357 even, I don't even think I got locked up yet. I wasn't even in Spofford. It's not hard anyway. I was out at that point. But yeah, around 85 I got jammed up pretty bad. So yeah, this was definitely like 1984. And I did a top to bottom RD. It was probably the second or third top to bottom I ever did in my life. No, that might have been, yeah, that's like the second one, maybe even the first time I ever did a top to bottom. Yeah. And I did a burgundy outline, filled it in with silver, or chrome, or whatever the fuck it was, I don't remember. It's definitely silver. I don't think it was dull aluminum, I'm pretty sure it was silver. And Lace did the same thing. So it's an RD Lace. Or no, Lace might have did an LC. I don't, no, he did a Lace. Because it was, I used burgundy for my outline. And I remember the fucking burgundy with the silver kept coming through and coming through. And Lace did his with true blue. I remember I actually got electrocuted, a shock, yeah. Anyway, we did those top to bottoms. We went up to the Bronx to take pictures of them. Lace took pictures of it. Me, I really wasn't into it like that. It was like 84, like I said. You figure 84, how old was I? 68, 78, 79, 81, 82, 83. I was 16 years old. Yeah, so I'm up there taking pictures with Lace. The train's pulling in, this and that. We wait. You know, you gotta wait for the train to come. So we're standing there talking to each other, and obviously we're looking at graffiti, talking about graffiti and shit like that. And some dude came up to us. He was smaller and looked a lot younger than us. But now later on in life, I know Coke 2 is actually like exactly my age. Maybe a year younger, a couple months younger or something like that, or a few months older than me. But yeah, he was a lot smaller than me and Andrew Lace at that time. So he's like, yo, you right? So we said, yeah, you right? And he's like, yeah, spell or something like that. And we said, you know, that's what I wrote, RD, and Lace said he wrote Lace, and this guy's like, oh, just that. And as we were saying, this trains were pulling in and out. All of them had Coke 2 on them. Like, you know, every single fucking one of them, she's Coke 2, Coke 2, Coke 2. Can't do went off, man. It is what it is. So he's like, yo, this that, what do you think of that Coke 2 and this and that? We're like, yo, that dude's fucking going off, man. Yeah, that's when he was really tearing it up. He finished the insides. He had all the insides, so he started going on the outsides. And he was like, yo, and so we're like, yeah, dude's going off, man. He's flowing hard, you know. So he said, yo, that's me. Originally he told us he wrote Spell. But then he said, yeah, that's me. I do coke too. And we're like, oh, wow, yeah, you put it in. He put Lace down with no, that's 357's us. It wasn't even invented yet. He put Lace down with KD. And, yeah, it's the first time we ever saw coke too. Yeah, first time ever. Huh, fun facts. All right, yeah, he was on the platform for the 4 train. Now, I've hit insides in that place. And when the catwalk in that place was nice too. At one point, when you're underground and you're going through the trains, there's like a deep bend. It goes like almost like a complete, like, you know what I mean? But it's like a subtle roundness. And on that roundness, the trains, they lean this way. And that's nice. Hell yeah, to do a fucking top to bottom. Yo, you can reach the top of the train. The bottom of the train's right out there. That shit was up to like the middle of my shin. I was like, fuck yeah, that was the fucking thing right there. Right on that fucking turn, man. That was the shit. Now, me personally, I've probably been in and out of that place 16 times, maybe 17 times. And yes, a lot of fucking trains in that shit. Now, how did we know about the place? My friend Sash. This guy Sash, Gary Pinego, may he rest in peace, he passed away. Now Sash found out about that place from a guy named Skate, TC5, and he also wrote Race 5. Yeah, Skate, TC5. Like skate, like a skateboard, skate, roller skate, ice skate, skate, S-K-A-T-E, TC5, the Crazy 5. That guy was coming out of retirement or something. He's old school. Whatever the story is, he showed Gary Sash that place. Now Sash used to write with Des and Pate. And Pace also. Pace, who later went from Hot Crew and 357. Pace, Andrew Paola, Pace. Italian kid. Now, Cost also fits in there somewhere. Cost, K-R-T. Alright, now, Skate TC5 brought him down there, showed him whatever, this, that, blah, 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 blah. He brought us down there. We started going down there. And that's how we figured out about the place. Now, Skate TC5, he might still be alive. You could ask him. If not, I know that guy Keo, X-Men Keo. I seen once online, he did a Skate TC5 piece, or a Race 5 piece, or something like that for his birthday. So, I don't know, maybe if you look into his page, you might see somewhere he tagged him in it, or hashtagged him in it, or something like that. Or maybe there's people out there who knows it, or maybe he himself will see this video. But yes, that's how we figured it out, that place existed. Now, I remember talking with Lace and Min, RTW, Lace 357 and Min, in this very room I'm sitting in now, about that place. And they were calling it pull-in and pull-outs. That was the terminology they used. Now, I guess it's called a pull-in, pull-out. Yeah. And what else can I say about that place? Yeah, it was real good. I've probably been in there maybe 17 times, I'd say. Yeah. There's a lot of insides in that place. If you ever see me up on the 4s, it's because I hit that place. Normally, I only ride on the ceilings. Now, you gotta think, Sash, Des, and Pate, yo, them fucking dudes were up like a motherfucker, yo. They were hitting the letter lines. They were hitting the number lines. Like, yo, they were on some shit, for real. Yeah, they really, and they went through that place like a madman. I believe Sash has probably brought Kaya there. Kaya's probably been in there. C-A-Y-A. He's around. You can ask him about the place. I'm sure, yeah, he was very close friends with Sash, and he could probably tell you about experiences going down there. Hell, I might have even went with him once or twice, too. I don't remember. Yeah. So there's that. And I don't know, Sash, he was like a social butterfly, man. He really, like, was in graffiti like that. He really hung out with other graffiti writers and went to their houses, and he was like communicated with a lot of people. Whereas us, we kind of just kept to ourselves, But yeah, he knew a lot of fucking graffiti writers. Yo, Gary Sash, may he rest in peace, man. He knew a lot of fucking people, man. A lot of fucking writers, man. I had all types of weird writers coming up to me asking me shit. So there was people ready to kick the fucking shit out of me. But just because I knew that dude, they let me alone. Yeah, true story. But yeah, Sash, man. Gary Sash, Gary Pinedo, rest in peace. Definitely a good dude, man. Definitely a good dude. And he brought me down there and Lace, and I think I've explained in my past podcast channel thing, had a bunch of this 3M tar sealer for the inside of your trunk of your car. This is going back to like early 80s. And we used all that shit on the ceiling. I remember I had 4 or 5 cases, 6 cases of it. There was like 6 cans in each case. Yeah, we would hold it, like you couldn't hold it upside down, it'll stop working. So you hold it like that. Yeah, the shit even had a long straw on it. Like, yeah, that shit was crazy. Like a WD-40 kept it. Yeah, that shit came out real skinny and dark and bubbly. That was good shit. I remember that. Plus, I had a bunch of semi-flat blacks, man. I was stealing all the spray paint from the Winter Garden Theater when they had that play, the Broadway play Cats. Yeah, I'd go in there, take cases of paint from their studio where they would be making the stage sets and stuff like that. Yeah, I used to be able to get in there and steal a bunch of paint whenever I wanted to. So yeah, a lot of blacks. I remember once I had a bunch of these dark grays, man. I was like, fuck, what was like Battleship Gray or like, I don't know, like the darkest gray they had at that point. It was all Krylon too. But yeah, that was good shit. I had a bunch of good shit, man. I stole so much paint out of that fucking place, man. And every time I thought I'd blow the place, like I took too much paint, I would just put more in there. Like they weren't like taking inventory of that shit. But yeah, that was a good hit, man. What else? All right, now, let me explain to you how you get to this place, or how I used to get there. Can you see this? All right. Let me see if I can zoom in a little more, or see if you guys can actually really see what's going on here. All right, let me see what I can do. Hold on, people. Easy. Go like that, eh? All right, now, you see the word exit? I don't know. Oh, there you go, exit. All right, now, let me go back, just like that. All right, here we go. I'll stand right here. Actually, I'll go down here. Now, this is what happens. You see, here's the train, right? It pulls into Grand Army Plaza station. It's the 2 or the 3 train. Now these trains are going into Brooklyn. The red is going into Brooklyn. Grand Army Plaza. The next stop, deeper into Brooklyn. Now on this side is the trains that are going towards Manhattan. These trains are going uptown, kind of, I guess you'd call it. Up Manhattan. Down Brooklyn. Alright? When this train would pull into Grand Army Plaza, I'd be right here. I'd get off here, and I'd normally walk here and act like I'm trying to get on this thing or something like that. As this train starts to go this way, go down the tunnel towards Brooklyn, I then would watch the people go, they would all be walking this way to staircases and ways to exit the building. So as all the people are facing that way and going that way, I'd come right here. Now once I get right here, I jump down. I don't even jump down. It's all the same level. I go here. It's like garbage cans and shit and stuff inside here. I'd go here. You could cut through here, but I don't. I go to here and then I hop down a little thing and I go here. Now once I'm here, I look up this way. Then I come back to here and I look up that way. Once I make sure no one's looking in my direction, I go this way. Alright? Now once I get to about here, not too far from the station, I cross the tracks. You see, because this is a wall. This train is against the wall. And here is another wall. So this wall here has a fucking staircase, an exit, a fire exit. Not too far from the station. It's really not that far. Yeah, maybe a quarter of a block. Yeah. A couple hundred feet. Yeah. Oh yeah, right here is a door. It's not a door, it's actually a fucking exit. and you go down the stairs in that exit. You go all the way downstairs. All right, you see what I'm saying? You hop down here, you go to here. You could just go here and go right along. I didn't like to do that. I felt better going here with the people a little bit, and then coming here, start looking around a little bit. Whoop, I'm in there. Ziggy, ziggy, zam. Boop, bow. Go down. Right? You go down. All right, now let me stop this video and start so we don't run out of time here. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I couldn't think of any other way to explain it. Now the last person that did mention this to me, that wanted me to explain more about this, his name is Spore. I wrote it down. S-P-O-R-E 420. Again, my last video, he mentioned it. And before that, like 3 or 4 other people mentioned it to me. And it seemed like no one knew about it. Like it was some big, deep, dark secret, this layup. And I don't know. I never knew that. I honestly just... I figured everyone knew about that shit. I figured it was like Kingston or fucking Utica or something like that. I didn't know. Y'all didn't know about it like that. It's true, there's not like tags and shit like that down there. But that guy Skate TC5, he's actually, yeah, there's a few good spots he showed us about, yeah. Behind the Brooklyn Bridge, last stop on the 6, you go to Fulton Street, you run in, boom, there's 2 sets right there, 6 trains, midnight, yeah. He showed us he showed Gary Sash a lot of good spots. Yeah, like I said, it's a long time ago, because I remember after that, I went through the system. I was in a juvenile center for like 18 months on a PINS petition. That's the longest they could keep you. And by the time I got out of there, people weren't really fucking with it no more. They moved on to other shit, you know, so I don't know. I never really went back down after that, but from like 84 until like the middle of 85, yeah, I went in there a lot. Yeah, I went with a lot of people. Who else did I go with? Pogo. I went with Stanley. Amazon Dad now on Instagram. John Arbello. Yeah, went with him. Yeah, it's schoolmates, you know, just people from school. Went with myself a lot. Lace all the time. Boom, boom, me and Lace. Yeah, about 10 of those times I went was probably with just me and Lace. And we were dumping shit out. You know, I remember having 7 cans of flat black each, the semi-flat black Rustos. 7 cans each. Nah. It was like 4 cans each. Yeah. It was like 4 cans each and like a can of Marsh each. And yo, we fucking kept going and going. We ran out of shit. Yeah. Actually ran out of fucking paint. And ink, man. There's so many trains down there. Yeah. Alright, people. Take care of yourselves, yo. Watch. Next time you're going to see, you're going to have this little laptop thing going. Right now, I'm going to run over now. Best Buy. Figure something out. You know, something cheap. I mean, yeah, that buy me a coffee thing is real cool, man. Thank you. Thank you all, man. And check out my store. I got some cool stickers and stuff like that. You know, the 228 labels, the postal labels. I got railroad spikes, all types of shit on there, man. Take care of yourselves. Yeah, the Patreon thing, too. It's coming down the pipes, man. Definitely. Working on it. Just building it up, people. You know, there's one more thing I wanted to mention about that place. Once you go down them stairs, the trains are right there. Like once you go down them stairs from upstairs to 2 and the 3 on Grand Army Plaza, you go down, trains are right there. And they already started all the way down that way and all the way that way. So you're almost in the middle. That's how far they parked them fucking things. Yeah. Up and down each way. And all the doors were open. All the doors on the insides. Open, open. You didn't need a key for anything. That's why I knew that place was, I mean, I really did think it was like Kingston or like Utica or some shit like that. Or up there in Espionage or something. I figured everyone knew about the fucking place. I didn't think it was any deep, dark secret. But yeah, all the doors are open. I never ever saw another soul down there. Never smelled any spray paint down there other than ours. No ink. No, I do believe that that was not frequented very often by graffiti writers. Yeah, definitely, yeah. I remember that, yeah. Like I said, I remember that's the first time I bumped into Cope 2. And I remember going down there a lot, yeah. Hit a lot of trains, all the doors open. Like I said, the minute you go down that staircase, You got all the trains that way, all the trains that way. Yeah, yeah. You got, it's like you're almost in the middle. I'd say you're closer to the front, but you still got literally like 30 cars that way. Yeah. And you got like 60 cars that way, 80 cars or something. Yeah. Never went all the way completely through. At one point, there's a big bend. Damn. And that's when the trains lean this way. Even the ground that you're writing, when you're writing graffiti, even the car inside, the floor is slanted. Like if you put a ball there, it would roll to the other side. Yeah. It's like a real deep turn or something. Yeah. Very interesting place, man. Fun shit. I could do that. I could sit here and talk about every single layup I've been to, or that I remember I've been to, you know. Stuff like that. All right, people, take care of yourselves.